it's Rochelle here. Welcome to this week's video. So this week I'm going to show you how to work with whatever space you have, because the one question I get and people assume that you need a really big space to actually get clients in, do newborn photography or whatever type of photography you do. By all means, you just need a corner. So if you have a 1-bedroom, you're good to go. It doesn't mean that if you see other photographers, like for instance myself, I never had this big space, my double garage. I always worked out of a small room, about a 3 by 6 meter room. So if you have a small 1-bedroom or a small lounge room in your home, that's pretty much all you need. So I'm going to show you, even with my big double garage, that I only use one corner of it, and I'm going to show you exactly so I can put you at ease and make you, get that idea out of your head that you don't need a huge space to work with clients, especially newborns and children or maternity. So to the left, you'll see that's my entrance door there. And then on the right, you can see my beanbag setup. So you're looking at and there's a corner. So you're looking at the current corner that I use for every single session. So we're talking maternity, newborn, cake smash, family. That's all the section I use out of my humongous 2-car garage studio. Now, excuse the mess. I'm currently moving things around, but that's just the space around my studio there. And then it goes right round. So that's all the space that I use right there, what you're seeing. And I use this because in most of my images, you'll see backlit shots that I use against the window there and the curtains, which is why I have those sheer curtains to sort of diffuse the light as well. And then if I have a beanbag set up, I'll use the beanbag. If I don't have a beanbag set up for the day, I'll just push that along to the right towards the end next to the change table, and then all I'll use is that corner. So I don't shoot a lot of family on the wall. I like to use the backlit style in my photos, you will see, but that wall I will use for setting up my props, my beanbag, any cake smash session. I'll use the wall for maternity clients as well as the backlit for maternity clients as well. That's pretty much all you need. What you need to take into consideration is your equipment and what you use. So if you use a beanbag and a stand like that, you just need sort of the space to fit that. If you use lighting, you need space for your light as well, and depending how big that is. So pretty much you need to figure out a few things. So as you saw, that space, that's the only corner that I use in my studio. And what you need to sort of determine is how much props you have and what you use most. So if you use particular types of props at every single session, just have them on hand all the time. And like last week, I explained to you how I set up for every session. Because you set up beforehand, just before your clients come or the night before, you don't really need all the props showing in your studio space where you're shooting. And there is many storage ideas that you can go and check out on Pinterest. If you just type in, photography studio storage ideas, you'll get a whole load of, small space ideas and that. But you can store the props somewhere inside your home or somewhere else and just take out what you need to use. Figure out the size of your beanbag, the stand, your lighting equipment, things like that. If you use natural light, that's something you don't need to worry about because the natural source light is going to come in anyway. But if you just have a 3 by 3 bedroom, you're good to go. Even smaller, you just pretty much, I know a lot of newborn photographers will start using their beanbags more often. So all you need is just a space for your beanbag and your stand, and a prop as well, and obviously to move around. Now you need space to actually have your clients sit and get comfortable, but I'm just talking about the shooting space, because a lot of photographers ask me, I don't know if I can shoot, that's why I'm going to clients' homes, because I don't have a big enough space. Honestly, that's all you need. I showed you the corner, and this is why this video isn't that long, because it's pretty simple. You just need a corner in a room in your home. If you've got a 1-car garage, you can use that. So that's pretty much all you need to get started. So this week I didn't create a freebie because it was so simple. I just wanted to show you guys that even with a 2-car garage, that's pretty much the only corner I use in my studio. And I showed you around to showcase that everything else is props. That's the only shooting space I use. But if you want to get last week's freebie, head on over to the blog and check last week's video out. There should be a freebie on that blog, and it shows you how I set up for every single session. And in that video as well, you will see that that's the only corner I am pointing to, just to prove to you that that's really all I use. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys next week for another video. Until then, take care.